Just do what you have to do.
I always do, Sam. I always do.
The thing you have to understand is this. The Sam Fisher you knew is dead. America killed him, asked him to make one sacrifice too many, cross one line too far. A drunk driver killed him, some anonymous asshole who ran down his daughter and vanished. She was the one thing in his life that humanized him. And his agency killed him. It set him up, turned him loose, and told him to pull the trigger on his best friend in a dirty New York City basement. Irving Lambert died by Sam's hand that day. And so did Sam. So he left. Left Third Echelon, left the life he knew, left America and Mom and apple pie, left it all behind. He hopped off the grid and went walkabout, looking for a reason to go on living. Eventually he found it. He caught a whisper in the wind that maybe his daughter's death hadn't been an accident. He heard a name. And he found somewhere to go looking. A city called Valletta. It's in Malta.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Phone call for you. Please accept this. Compliments of your call.
Sam,
Who is this? How'd you find me?
give me a little credit, Sam. Don't tell me you don't recognize my voice even after all this time.
Don't tell him I told you. But I knew all along that's where Sam would be going. Anything dirty in Malta ran through that mansion. Coben's whole operation was based there, and he turned the place into a fortress. Which, to be fair, it pretty much was to start with. And that was before he filled the place with jumpy guys toting automatic weapons. But Sam knew Coben was in there. And that he might know something about what happened to his daughter. So, Sam was going in, no matter what.
Don't you see? They told me you were coming! Drive it, Victor! Drive it down! If you won't be hurt!
Sam, you need to go with them.
The hell I do.
Please. You have to trust me on this one.
If you're talking to the Ice Queen Fisher, I'd advise you to listen. She knows all sorts of things you'd be interested in. What took you so fucking long? Don't move! Hands in the air! Fisher. Nice and easy!
Man, this is Ghost Hawk 1. We've secured Panther and are ready to return to base.
All right, Grim. You get this one. But if it's a setup...
Serve you right, cocksucker!
I'll be happy when we drop off Sleeping Beauty here.
So will Reed. I saw his people out by his chopper ready to go. He's probably impatient.
Look, Colonel Prentice, I got us here as fast as I could.
Yes, you did, Oscar. Tom Reed's just not a patient man.
Colonel, I don't mean to be pushy on this one, but I do need to talk to you about my pay.
I was told Coben was handling that.
Well, yes, sir, but since there were these changes, you see, extra passengers with extra gear and a longer flight plan.
Tell you what, Oscar. Take it up with Colonel Reed. He'll take care of you.
It was clear someone wanted to talk to Sam. That's why they went to all the trouble of setting him up with Coben's. That's why they tranked them and flew him back home. They needed him docile when they offloaded him at their private airstrip up in the Blue Ridge, because if they hadn't, he would have taken that place upon with his bare hands.
He's awake.
Fuel isn't free, man.
Colonel Prentice, Major Robertson. We don't have time to chat. Our timetable says your men need to move.
Everything's operational, Director Reed. We start deployment at 900 hours this morning.
Good, keep things going on your end. I'm heading back to 3rd Echelon to prep things there.
Oh, our people will be just fine.
Never had any doubts. Now, gentlemen, if you'll excuse us, I need a minute with Miss Grimsdottir here. There's a loose end that needs tying off.
Of course. Major?
Right. Fisher's all yours, Anna. You packaged him for us in Malta, you get to unwrap him here. Find out what he knows about the EMPs, how he knows it, and why he's been hunting our friend Mr. Coben.
Might take a while, Tom. He's been trained to resist interrogation.
I'm authorizing you to use whatever persuaders you need, chemical or otherwise. Get the answers, and dispose of them. Just don't be as messy this time.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Anything else?
Just get to it. And call me when you have something. I'll be at HQ.
Listen to me. I'm working for President Caldwell as a mole inside 3rd Echelon. Reed's the new director, and he's working hand-in-hand with our hosts here, a PMC called Black Arrow. They're running a pipeline for stolen Russian EMP tech through Malta, and Reed's stonewalling any kind of investigation into it.
Reed's stonewalling the president.
He's got serious political coverage from somewhere, and the president isn't getting anywhere through channels. We know they're in the final stages of prep for something very ugly, but what we don't know is what it is or where it's going down.
Really? Then again, you seem more interested in field work these days.
Stop it. I need you to do this. The second I make a move, my cover is blown. But you're on the outside now. You are free to act.
I don't do this sort of thing anymore.
Tell that to the men you killed in Malta. Now, if you don't make it look like you escaped and attacked me, I'm dead. So make it look good, Sam. Hit me. Do what you have to do.
Grim, let me remind you, I'm out of the game.
You're not out. All it took was one hint about her. Only one hint about Sarah, and you dove right back in.
What do you know about her?
I know she's alive. How's that for starters?
You're lying. She's dead. Lambert told me she was dead, and I take his word over yours. Do not lie to me about this. I'll kill you. You understand me? I will kill you!
Sam, I've been lying to you about this for years. Okay. Okay, that'll do. Good work.
Shut up.
Here. My car's just outside their security gate. It's a red T-208. I disabled the GPS locator chip, so 3rd Echelon's birds can't find it. And take this snake cam. It's linked with this phone. The signal's encrypted.
In case you get lonely.
So I can set up a call with Sarah to prove to you that she's alive and unharmed. Now we need to get you out of here without them coming after you. C4 should help with that. There's some right outside. Get it and call me back.
I don't get the gun.
Just point it at the right people.
Oh, I will.
Paladin 9 Security, Victor Cost speaking.
Vic, it's Sam. I'm in town and could use a little help.
If you're asking for help, we better do this face to face. And what the hell's going on back there?
I thought you'd recognize the sound. Remind you of anything?
Yeah. Iraq. Yo, Sam, how's your little girl?
She's doing fine. I got a picture from her in the mail. I think her mom helped her draw.
Nice. My kids don't draw me pictures or write or anything.
They don't write because you can't read, man.
Clap it up. But when I get out of here...
Hey, you're going to kindergarten.
You know, I hear they got entrance exams at kindergarten now, Sam. I don't know if Vic's gonna make it in.
Down! Everybody down! Look out! Don't move!
Sam trusted me because of what we'd been through together in the Gulf. That's why he called me after Third Echelon did their little number on him. He needed someone to watch his back. I was the only one who could.
Thanks, Vic.
Well, don't thank me till we're out of here.
When's backup coming?
Good question. Wofford Base. This is Husky. I got 2 for a ride out of here.
Husky, this is Wofford Base. You are one lucky son of a bitch. We'll have a bird in the air as soon as we can pinpoint your location.
Roger that, Wofford. We are at... We gotta move! Shit. Sorry, Sam.
Husky, this is Baldwin. You still down there?
Roger that, Priscilla.
Why don't you boys sit your asses down and we'll come get you?
We're not going anywhere. You hear that, Sam? We're getting out of here!
Thanks for coming back for me, Vic.
You don't leave a brother behind, Sam. You don't leave family. That op started a change in Sam. One that would take years to really show itself. Years of figuring out what that change meant. But Sam's deal with Grimm meant he needed intel on EMPs and Black Arrow right now. Sam never asked for the little things, which meant this was big. The other question was where to meet. We picked the National Mall, public space, lots of crowds for cover, open approaches. It made life tricky for the spotters. I could dodge them, and Sam, he could find them, and he did.
All those years you were lying to me.
It was for the greater good, Sam. And I would do it again in a heartbeat, for the same reasons.
Guess I never did know you.
No, you didn't. And you still don't.
When Sam came to me for help, I wasn't gonna say no. He'd always been more the lone wolf type, and he needed a little reminder on the value of sticking your neck out. After the fun and games at the monument, Sam headed to White Box. The goons who bought the place had already gotten what they wanted out of it and were moving it off-site. But he didn't care what they were taking out. He wanted to get in. Not that a double-walled EMP containment structure has a lot of back doors. He just needed one. How did Sam get on site at the Lincoln Memorial? Easy. Secret Service acting on orders from the President got him there. Why'd they do that? That's a little trickier. You see, the name Lucius Galliard got Grimm's attention. She knew he was a businessman Reed was working with. But Reed kept things compartmentalized, and that was one of the aspects of his operation Grimm had no access to. It pissed her off. What Grimm did know was that Reed was meeting Galliard at the memorial in the morning, right after some bullshit photo op speech the VP was giving. Galliard's people were handling event logistics, which was why he'd be there. Grimm took it to the President, who didn't like the coincidence. She wanted to know what they were talking about, and that meant getting Sam on site for audio surveillance. And more, if necessary. It shows you how much Sam changed that he would even think about going after Third Echelon. He'd been a company man, loyal to the bone. But now, here he was, ready to rip the guts out of the beast. The building's weakness was in the power supply. The main feed and primary backup ran through the basement parking garage. With a little C4 in the right places, Sam could cut the power to the building long enough to slip inside Third Echelon. That was good enough for Sam. He was going in, and he wanted them to know he was coming.
Sam, are you in the garage?
I smell like a spare tire.
It was the best way. Now I need you to use the C4 you packed to take out the building's primary and secondary transformers. Do it simultaneously when you reach the front desk, and you'll have a short window before the emergency power puts security back online.
They're both on the parking level, right?
Right, but in 2 separate rooms. And don't be seen or they're gonna seal the security doors and you're done. And don't give those surveillance cameras a show.
Nobody's coming to save you this time, Andre. Now tell me, what the hell is Reed up to?
Reed's working with Megiddo. He's using third eye.
Why? What does Reed get out of this?
Ask your friend Grimm's daughter. I worked with her a bunch of times.
Right about then, things started getting complicated. For some reason, Sarah was suspicious, but I'd managed to talk her into climbing into the chopper and had gone airborne to rendezvous with Sam. But there were too many moving parts for things to go smoothly, and Sam didn't know what he was really up against. Tagging the generators that fed the EMP so I could take them out from the air, that was the least of it. Find yourself some cover. This is gonna get messy.
Sarah. Sarah. Sarah.
I thought you were dead. They told me you were dead.
Sam! I'm sorry, but if I hear that Black Arrow radio chatter right, we are out of time! I'll let you sit next to him, but we gotta go! No! Everybody strapped in? Next stop, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Is Grimm there?
Last contact I had with her, she told me where to find Sarah. Then she said she was going in to stop Reed. Haven't heard from her since.
We are going to help her, right, Dad? She looked out for me when you were gone. She could have just dumped me with a new name and walked away, and she didn't. And we are not going to walk away from her, not now.
No worries, kid. We're on our way. Just gonna take a while. Gotta make sure our flight path is in the EMP clear zone until the pulse hits.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Those things are supposed to be clean.
All those people down there who don't know what happened.
Reed, what the hell did you just do?
Missile! Inbound!
Sarah, hang on.
I didn't think they'd have air defenses set up around the White House. I was wrong.
Vic, you okay?
Yeah, Sarah, I'm fine.
Dad! Dad! Gotta get up, come on! Gotta get up, Dad!
Sarah.
You're okay, thank God. You had me worried there for a minute.
I'm fine. Lucky Vic got us down to one piece.
Here.
Hang on a minute. For that. Not much use for it now, anyway.
I think you'll need that more than we will.
Where'd you get the vest?
It was in the chopper. The crash wrecked everything else.
RPGs are thorough that way.
Didn't get that impression.
Sam! What the hell are you still doing here? Get your bony ass over to the White House.
I'm not leaving my daughter here, Vic. Sarah, can you work your way around?
Dad, it's all right.
She'll be fine, Sam. We're 6 blocks from my office. My people are coming to meet us. Grimm needs your help now.
Grimm can wait. I'm not taking any chances with Sarah.
Dad, he's right. Go do what you have to do. Trust me, we'll be fine. I'll see you again soon, I promise.
It was a bad day to work at the White House. Black Arrow's outer perimeter was there to prevent accidental witnesses. Then there was the inner cordon around the White House to make sure nobody bothered Reed while he did his dirty work. After all, the Army was eventually going to get its ass in gear and start airlifting people into the city. Then there was going to be some explaining to do. Reed's solution was brilliant. If the cavalry showed up after he'd taken out the president, then Black Arrow was there to help secure the White House and our new president. If not, Black Arrow would be the scapegoat, and their resistance would buy enough time for him to finish the job. What was going on inside the White House made the stuff in the streets look like a party. Reed's people were in there, not Black Arrow. And they were clearing it room by room. Reed had disabled most of the security from 3rd Echelon. The EMP had taken care of the rest. All the President had left was Secret Service. And they weren't enough. Sam was in, trying to make his way through the White House while the people he'd trained tried to kill him. As for Grimm, well, she had the hard part. By the time Grimm got a hold of Sam, Reed's men were kicking in the Oval Office door. She was there, and she could see that the president's protective detail was going down. The plan was for Sam to meet with Grimm in the press room where they'd figure out what the hell to do next. Of course, Grimm already had a plan, one she hadn't bothered to tell Sam about. But that shouldn't have surprised him. Some things, and some people, just don't change.
For whatever it's worth, Sam, I am so sorry for everything.
I thought we were in a hurry.
Right. We need to get you close to Reed, and we need to do it in a way that doesn't make him double-tap the president immediately.
Got any ideas?
One, but it's gonna hurt.
Just do what you have to do.
I always do, Sam. I always do. Tom, I've got Fisher. I'm bringing him in. Don't do anything drastic until I get there. Sorry, Sam. You're going to the Oval Office. You've got to dress properly for the occasion. Hands? You comfortable?
Ah, fuck.
Get up. You've got an appointment with the president.
I was wondering when you were gonna get here. Nice work, Anna. I see you got some payback in for the stun he pulled at the airfield.
Well, he put up a little bit of a fight.
Of course he did. And now he's here, the famous Sam Fisher, just in time to be useful. So how does it feel, Sam, knowing you're gonna go down in history as the man who assassinated President Caldwell?
Fuck you, Reed.
Of course, we'll be just a little too late to rescue her. And you'll be shot multiple times trying to escape. It's classic, but it's clean.
You don't honestly believe that this is gonna work. The surveillance cameras footage is gonna show.
Your cameras, we own them. Your security measures, we made sure the Pulse fried them. We're third echelon, Madam President. We own every bit of information that goes through this town. And if I want to, I can make it look like you were assassinated by 2 circus clowns and a golden retriever. So shut up, and you might live a few seconds longer.
That's not third echelon.
It's not Lambert's third echelon. Last time I checked, he was dead. And guess what? Third echelon nearly died with
Tom.
You see, the president decided the agency wasn't justifying its funding anymore. She was gonna shut us down, leave America vulnerable to the sort of attacks you spent so many years stopping.
Madam President, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Son of a...
That was a close
You've got
call.
maybe 2 minutes before the army takes back the White House. Make them useful. How did Megiddo get to you?
You don't want to know about Megiddo, you want to know about your daughter.
You don't get to talk about my daughter.
You still don't get it, do you? Sarah didn't matter. Threatening her was just a way to get to you. And leveraging you was a way to get to third echelon. And third echelon, that was a way to get what they wanted out of the White House.
You're the mole. You're the one Lambert was worried about.
Very good, Sam. You finally see.
You son of a bitch! You cost me 3 years of my life. 3 years when I thought my daughter was dead.
Move, move! Drop your weapon on the floor now!
Captain, thank you for rescuing me. Now, I don't see anyone else here but us, and I'm sure you don't either.
Oh, ma'am. Let's get you out of here.
Thank you.
Oval Office is secure. We have the president. POTUS is safe and secure.
I've talked to Sam once since he left. He told me that he and Sarah were gonna take some time to catch up. He talked about learning who was really important to you, why you always had to come back for him. He talked about family. And you know what the last thing he said to me was, just before he hung up? Vicky said, "Thanks for everything. I love you like a brother." Brother, that's family, right? Yeah. I thought so.